welcome to Thursday's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where yes, I am going to be trying this puzzle that we have been inundated with recommendations to try. Literally in the last 24 hours, we must have had 20 recommendations insisting that we have to do this puzzle, which is called Fog of Where, Where spelled W-H-E-R-E, by James Sinclair. And apparently this is a groundbreaking puzzle, because with the help of the programmer, the great Sven, who's responsible for the software that we play these puzzles in every day, James has invented a twist on Fog of War Sudoku. So normally in Fog of War Sudoku, if we got this digit, it would clear the fog from the surrounding cells. Now in this puzzle, the way it works apparently is if you get this digit, it might not clear any fog, or it might clear the fog from the surrounding cells, or it might clear the fog over there or over here. You just don't know. So this is going to allow constructors to create a whole new branch of Fog of War Sudokus, which is an incredibly exciting thing. This puzzle has 1 star for difficulty, and if you go to Logic Masters Germany, you have to scroll but through all the comments just saying this is just an absolutely brilliant thing. And so I really am looking forward to having a go at this. I always enjoy solving the puzzles, as you know, but this one I think might be quite special, and do have a go at it yourselves before you watch me. Now, the irony about doing a James Sinclair puzzle today is I was scheduled to do a different James Sinclair puzzle today, which was this one. Thank you very much. By James Sinclair, which is a much more complicated creature, but also incredibly highly rated. And yeah, I was due to try this. So what I'm going to do is, if I should get time, because hopefully this one will be relatively shorter compared to normal. I will try and record that and put my solve of that one over on Patreon. So anyone interested in Thank You Very Much by James Sinclair, there should still be something to watch. Now, what else did I want to mention? There's loads of things to tell you about today, apart from this innovation. Richard Stolk, that incredible constructor, is on the verge of publishing the 400th puzzle in his Sudoku variant series over on Logic Masters Germany. This series has been going on for years and years and years, and Richard, I think after a hiatus, he's recently got back on the horse and been setting more puzzles. So every single week, or every single puzzle in that series, has a different rule set. So 400 different rule sets. It's amazing. And Mark is scheduled to have a go at the 400th puzzle, which comes out at midnight tonight in his video later. So do have a look at that. Richard Stolk, an absolutely brilliant constructor, great guy as well. So yeah, I wholeheartedly commend that to you. What else did I want to mention? The competition is closed now over on Patreon, the monthly competition, Duality 2. We're going to publish the solution videos in the next couple of days, so look out for that. I'm picking the winner and announcing the winner on Monday of the competition. Oh yes, our app developer emailed us overnight to say that our Fog of War Sudoku app, which is out on all platforms, has been the most popular thing we have ever released. So thanks to everyone who's got a copy of it. Definitely, if you haven't checked it out, the puzzles in it are wonderful. So have a look at that. And I've got some birthdays to do as well. So let's do some birthdays. I'm going to start off in Vienna, where Ola, I hope I'm saying your name correctly, Ola. Ola, you've turned 42. And I know this because your husband Antoine wrote to us and described you, he described you as absolutely perfect, kind, beautiful, and extremely smart. So that must be nice to hear on your birthday. And apparently you've already started to eat cake in the last few days. But you've got lots of little cakes. You had chocolate cake, raspberry cake, and poppy seed cake. Well, that sounds fabulous. So, Ola, I hope that you have a great birthday today. And Antoine, thank you for such a nice email. That was much appreciated. Next, we'll go over to Albert. Albert, it's your birthday today. And I know this because your partner Emma wrote to us and said that the two of you watch to stay sane in uncertain times. Well, that is something we do try and ensure that there is. We try and ensure these videos are packed with a high degree of sanity. And I don't know whether we achieve that always, but yeah, logic is something that we like. We do admire quite a lot. Anyway, I think you're having mac and cheese for your dinner, Albert, which is what you asked for. So I'm not sure whether there's chocolate cake in the offering as well, but enjoy your birthday. It sounds like it's going to be a good one. And then finally, Rebecca. Rebecca, you have turned 24 today. I know this because your boyfriend Luke wrote to us and told us that you listen every day to the channel before going to sleep. That is an effect that it has been alleged I have on people, mostly in social situations. But Rebecca, Luke also said that you were the love of his life, which is a nice thing. So I thought I would pass it on to you. Happy birthday, Rebecca. I hope your birthday is filled with very iced chocolate cake. And that, I think, is all the news. A bit of news today. I hope you'll forgive me. But let's have a look at this new style of Fog of War Sudoku. Fog of Where, ? By James Sinclair, the great James Sinclair. And these are the rules. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So we have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 3x3 box. Then it says, Fog works differently in this puzzle. Some correctly entered digits clear fog from certain cells, but those cells may be in other parts of the grid. Other digits, even when entered correctly, do not clear fog at all. When the puzzle is fully solved, all the fog will be cleared. Okay. Killer cages. The sum of the digits inside each cage is equal to the small number in the top left corner, and digits cannot repeat within a cage. So that's normal rules. So those two squares add up to 15. Those two squares add up to 6, etc. Arrows. I can't see any arrows, so there's going to be arrows under the fog. The sum of the digits along an arrow is equal to the digit in the connected circle, and these digits can repeat if allowed by other rules. Arrows do not cross or overlap, and all arrow sums are single digits. So let's explain what that's going to mean. So imagine this was an arrow circle, and then there was an arrow that did this. Then what you would do is you would add up the 3 cells along the arrow. So let's say these were 1, 2, and 3. They would add up to 6, so you write 6 into the circle. That is how arrows work. I'm not actually going to write the digits in case I happen to luck into a correct digit and it clears the fog, which we're not entitled to do. No guessing is required in Fog of War Sudoku puzzles. Now, digits in cells separated by an X sum to 10. Okay, we can't see any of those. Digits in cells with a shaded square must be even. Digits in cells separated by a white dot are consecutive. Digits in cells separated by a black dot have a 1 to 2 ratio, which means one digit will be double the other. And they are all of the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now I get to play. Let's get cracking. So first thing we can do, I think, is to... Well, we might have to colour, actually. Okay, I mean, I can actually see what the first digit is here. So if you haven't got it yet, pause the video, see if you can get it. You should be able to get it in your heads. And this, I mean, this is an outrage, frankly. I'm being made to do Sudoku at the earliest possible stage of a Sudoku puzzle. So the key digit here, I think, is this one, isn't it? And that's because, let's think about how a 15 cage might work. It could be a 6-9 pair, or it could be a 7-8 pair. Oh, I tried to type 8. I don't know if it went in. The same is true here, obviously. But the crucial thing to notice is that whatever the brand of 15 cage this is, if this was a 7-8 cage, this couldn't also be a 7-8 cage because this digit could be neither 7 nor 8 because of Sudoku. So these flavours, if you like, of 15 cage are different. Now the same thing is happening with these 6 cages, isn't it? Whatever the flavour is of that top 6 cage, it will be different from the flavour of the bottom 6 cage. So this could be 1 5, then this will be 2 4, or vice versa. Now, what I'm saying is that this digit, therefore, cannot be 1 2 4 or 5, because it would, if it was any of those digits, it would eliminate the ability of these to be different. So it can't be any of those, and similarly it can't be 6 7 8 or 9 for the same reason. So I think we're going to get a 3. Okay, that is bizarre. That is bizarre. Okay, I can now see, I know what that digit is now. That's weird. So normally this would clear the fog from there, and it didn't. It cleared it from up here. But now, I think we can avail ourselves of a little bit of mathematics. So what we should do is to consider those 5 cells together. Now, what's the absolute minimum value of 5 different Sudoku digits? And these must all be different. Well, the triangular number for 5 is 15. So the minimum these digits can add up to is 15. And that would be if I put 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 into them. But we know that this sums to precisely 6. So the minimum value of these is 9. Well, they can't be more than 9, because 9 is the biggest Sudoku digit. So I think we have to write 9 in. Oh, okay, that's okay. That's okay. I had a horrible moment there and thought I'd done it wrong. But I haven't done it wrong. Well, I might, if I've done it wrong, I'm surprised. But that's really throwing. Because normally, of course, when you get a digit in the fog, you clear fog, and I didn't get anything for that. Oh, what I am going to get is this digit, though, by Sudoku. Yeah, what we should do, we now know these digits are the digits 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We know for sure there is a 3 on this arrow. So this arrow is either 2, 3, 4 or 1, 3, 5. But we can ask where 9 goes in this box, can't we? Because 9 can't go in its own column, and it can't go on its own arrow, and it would require a minus it would require a -3 to add up to 6 with another digit. So now we get a digit down here. Oh no, we got that digit. We get an arrow down here. No, I was about to say I can get 9 in the yellow cage, but I can't, because 9 could go in the corner. Right. Yes, but what's that digit? This digit benefits from the same sort of thing that this one did. It just doesn't care about the high digits. It's beautiful setting. It really is, because look, that digit can't be 1, 2, 4, 5, and it can't be 3. So its minimum value is 6. Well, it can't be more than 6. So this is going to be a 6. We got nothing. This is going to be a 9. Oh no. Well, that... Again, I feel that must be true. This is really discombobulating, actually. Okay. Okay, maybe I've got to go full Sudoku, do I? 6, 7 and 8 there. So there's a 6 in one of these squares by Sudoku. Oh, yes, I suppose, okay, if that's a 6, this is not 6, 9, is it? So this is 7, 8, which means that one is 6, 9, and that's, oh, okay, so I get a 9 in the corner by Sudoku. That's weird. And I get another strange digit. This is going to be absolutely magnificent. It's a completely new type of puzzle. Because the constructors now are just going to play games with this stuff, just as James is doing. Because these constructors are so clever, they can pinpoint these solution paths so well that they will know they will know precisely what the intended next digit is, and then they'll be able to design solution paths that use weird and wonderful things. This is a huge development for Sudoku. It really is. So what have we learnt here? This is an even digit. It's not 6 or 8, so that's 2 or 4. I don't know what that means, actually. Oh, I sort of do. Now I sort of do. Yeah, so what we have to do now, I think, is to think about the green digits. Now the green digits have not found a home yet in box 9. So the green digits are going in those two squares, aren't they? And that's beautiful, because now these imagine green was a 2-4 pair adding up to 6. Well, that can't be true now, because they go there and they prevent this digit from existing. So the green digits are 1, 5. These digits down at the bottom are therefore the 2, 4. We get a 2, 4 pair here. This is a 2, 3, 4 triple now. So these squares are known. These squares are 1, 5, 6. This is a 1, 5 pair. This is, oh yes, we're going to get this digit. That's a 3, isn't it? Okay, so we get that digit. It clears fog down there. Of course it does. Oh, okay. But what is the nature of this black dot relationship? Remember, a black dot, one digit is double the other, but 2 and 4 are not allowed on here. So we can't be using 1, 2, which would be valid. We can't be using 2, 4. We can't be using 4, 8. So we must be using 3, 6, and that's good, because the 6 therefore must go on this side, giving me another funny digit. The 3 goes on this side, giving me another. A cage, 23 cage, must be 6, 8, 9. So this square is not 6 anymore. This is a 2 or a 4 by dint of the fact it's not 6 or 8. So all the even digits have now disappeared from the central row. So the gaps here have got to be, they aren't 9, so they're odd digits, 1, 3, 5, 7. That's not 3. That's not 3. So, oh, I see. So the question we ask is, where does 3 go in row 5? And I think there's only one answer to that now, which is here. And that gives us another blue flavoured 6 gauge, because it's not 1, 5. This has got to be 2, 4. Oh, lovely. Oh, that's 3 in the corner. That's 3 in the spotlight, losing its religion. Right, when I put that in, something happened here. Okay, so we get an even digit here. Is that the point? This is an odd digit. Oh no, that's a 7. It's exactly a 7. Sorry, I didn't see that. Because it sees a 1, 5 pair. So, well, now this digit it can't be 6. So it has to be consecutive with 7, but 6 has gone, so it's 8. We get something over here. I love this. It is just brilliant. Now, is this... No, I was going to say that's 5. It certainly isn't. What is it? Why can't I see that? Oh, it's the other of this. Oh, okay, so we don't know what it is. It's 2 or 4. That's very surprising. Am I going mad, or is it genuinely surprising? 3, maybe it's more Sudoku we've got to do. Let's just have a quick look at that. I mean, these digits are all blue. Every time we see a 2 or a 4, they are blue digits. So that's a blue digit. We might have to colour blue digits, one against the other. I'm not sure. These are both green. I mean, I presume this is where we're meant to look. I'm just slightly surprised. Oh no, it's easy. It's much more straightforward. Look, 9 is here. 9 is here. So you can never put 9 on an arrow, because if you do, what are we going to put in the circle of that arrow? And the answer is more than 9. So I think that must be 9. I don't see how anything else would be possible. We have to put 9. Oh. Well, we have to put 9 in one of these 3 squares by Sudoku, and it can't go on the arrow. So that is 9, I think. So these 2 squares are not 3, 6, and they're not 1, 8. So they're either 2, 7, or they're 4, 5. And whichever one of those they are, the even digit is on that side. So this is an odd digit and is 5 or 7. I don't know, actually. That's quite peculiar. So perhaps we do have to think about 2s and 4s then. Let me just ponder this for a moment. Oh, that's not 9. That's not 6. Oh, I haven't even seen this. Look, there's a 9 here connecting to a consecutive digit. That might do things. So that's, oh yeah, that really did do things. So that's 8, that's 7. 8 lives down here now. So 7 is in, well, it's in one of 3 places, but can we do better than that? 2 and 4 are also very restricted in this box, in box 7, by Sudoku. We've got a 2-4 pair in column 2 and in row 9. So 2 and 4 are in 2 of those 3 squares. Yeah, so this digit, where does that go in this box? That's a fair question, I think. This digit clearly is not in its own column, and it can't be in this column or this row, so it is there. Those digits are the same, which means they're this digit, and this digit lives in one of those 2 squares. Oh, but no, maybe we focus on the arrow though, because I hadn't seen, it's seeing lots of high digits here. So the maximum size of this is 5, so it's 5, 4, or possibly 3. It could only be 3 if this is a 1-2 pair, which might work. It's not 4 actually, because if it's 4, this has to be a 1-3 pair, doesn't it? And 3 is already in the row. So it's not 4, it's 3 or 5. If it's 5, it's 1, 4. Yeah, this is going to give us a digit. If this is 5, it has to be a 1-4 pair. If it's 3, it has to be a 1-2 pair. And there's a commonality there. There is always a 1 on this arrow, which means this square is not 1. That is 5. This square is 1. No, we got nothing. Well, we got nothing except 1 is now down here along with 8. So this is a 1-8 pair. And we know these squares now are 5 and... Oh, hang on. Yeah, I mean, I think it's right. Where's 5 in the row? This has to be a 5-7 pair, which makes this 3. So this is a 1-2 pair. We got nothing for the 3, but we do get a 1-2 pair. That knocks 2 out of this square. This digit is now very available, isn't it? That's a 4 by Sudoku. It still doesn't reveal anything. Okay, but this is the other of 2 and 4 now. So the 2 and the 4 are finally resolved. We can bluify them to make ourselves feel chromatically logical. Now this is now 5 by Sudoku. Oh, look, it did nothing. That's 7 by Sudoku, but the 5 is good. The 5 is seeing that one. So that's a 7, still getting nothing. This is a 2. But this is going to unwind all of these 2s and 4s, isn't it? So that must be 4. That's 4. That's 2. That's 2. That's 4. So, oh, look, we're going to have a 1-2 pair here. We'll worry about that in a moment. Let's just tidy up the rest of this. Yeah, if that's 4, look, that's 2. Get more fog clearance. 4, 2. Now that one we haven't done. Okay, just 1 second. Let's just check whether we can do anything good by Sudoku now. You don't want to major on Sudoku in these puzzles, but just occasionally see if it gives you anything. No, it doesn't want to, does it? Oh, that's not 8. No, we're chocolate teapotted, look. Yeah, that doesn't resolve. Okay, so it's probably this arrow. Now, oh, hang on. Oh, that's lovely. That is absolutely... Oh, actually, I don't know how it finishes. Oh, no, I do know how it finishes. Right. Look at this arrow. It's beautiful. So ordinarily, a 3 arrow, and you can see this is going into at least 2 cells. It normally couldn't be any longer, and it would be a 1-2 pair. but neither of those cells can be 2. So what is going on? Well, they have to be below 3, so they have to both be 1. And therefore we need another 1 on the arrow, which I think does have to be here. I just paused for a moment as I looked at it because I thought, oh, can it bounce back into here? The arrow could, but the 2 1s would obviously then clash. So I think we can write 1 into all 3 of those squares. They are Sudoku. They don't see each other from a Sudoku perspective, so that must be reasonable. We get an X under the fog. That's going to do our chocolate teapot, because that must be a 9 now. Clearing everything. 9 goes in the corner up there by Sudoku, giving us nothing, of course. So this is 9. This is 6. Oh, that's weird. That showed me a clash. Okay, that is because we are in some clever version, conflict checker. No, we don't want that on. Because Sven has obviously had to change the basic software to allow this puzzle to exist, the conflict checker is on, so sorry about that. Now, this is a 5, this is a 1 by Sudoku. This is good. These are 6 and 8, aren't they? So that's 6, that's 8, that's 6, that's 5. This 9 gave us a 6 here, an 8 here. No, it's not clearing any fog. The 1 gives us a 1 and a 2. Now we could resort to Sudoku now. Do we have to? This is, no, 5 and 7 can go in. So this is 8, isn't it? And that means that's 6. Oh, okay, that's even, and it's not 6. So it's got to be 8. So that's 7. This is 6, this is 3. So this is 2, where's 4 in this row? Look, that's, well, we could think about it either way round, but that's how it's going to have to work. And now, presumably, Sudoku brings us home, does it? Where's 8 in the top row? It's here. Where's 6 in the top row? Here. So that does the 5 and the 7. Now we need 3, 4 and 7. That's chocolate teapotted, so let's look somewhere else to see if we can see somewhere better. 1, 4, 5, that's a 1. 5, 4. 2, 3, 7 now. Is that now resolved? Yeah, 2 goes here. 3 goes here. 7 goes here. 3 goes here. 7 goes here. And 4 goes here. What a brilliant puzzle. Isn't that wonderful? Absolutely phenomenal, James. What an idea to have, and Sven deserves huge credit. This software's amazing. You can get it on all the normal platforms, and you can play these puzzles in it. It keeps records and stuff. And Sven, all power to your bow, my friend. That is going to again revolutionise Sudoku. Loved it. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're 5,000 people have solved it in 2 days. What? That is absurd. Oh, this is going to... this could be one of the most popular Sudokus ever, variant Sudokus ever. There is a prediction. I hope I'm right. It deserves to be. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.